Personal work habits have been something that has been a lifelong obsession for me. I'm always on the hunt for hacks and habits and rituals. And one of the things I've always done is look to people in my circle who are extremely successful and extremely good at being productive. And I usually shamelessly walk up to them and say, "How do you do it? Like, what do you do? What are your systems?" And I have found that the moment you start looking around or asking these questions, everybody has some sort of a system that they use. Nobody is magically productive by default. Right? And one of the things I've always done is try and be inspired by or even shamelessly steal parts of other people's systems. It could be their habits, their tools, their rituals. And today I have a set of rituals and practices that I use to be productive that are actually a combination of what I've picked up from many people over the years. But one of the most important things that I have realized is that there is a strong purpose as to why I need to be productive. And Sahil Kini, who's one of the founders of Setu, had once said that the role of a founder is to put a team together, give them direction, keep the lights on, and then get out of the way. And knowing why I need to be productive is something that actually drives me to be better and better and better all the time. So there's a couple of things that I do consistently that are a part of my ritual today in order to achieve this. One, and this could just be my personal principle, is getting quiet time in the morning to just take care of my hobbies, my interests, getting time with my wife, Varsha. So getting that solid 1.5 hours in the morning is something that I have found really sets me up for the rest of the day. And there is actually a strong correlation between whether or not I got that time and whether or not I had a productive, good day. And so I try and make sure that I always get that. And it could be different things. It could be reading the news. It could be catching up on blogs. It could be going out for a run, getting some yoga, and it could be many things. But I have found that getting that time is really valuable and really sets me up for the day. So it is therefore a part of my personal routine. The two is I use a combination of various tools. The internet usually laughs about this concept of a productivity stack, but I have realized that planning your day out, having a to-do list in place, and having tools that help you manage all of this seamlessly really helps me get set up for a day that goes well and ends well. So one of the things I do in the morning is I use a combination of tools that I use: Trello, pen and paper, calendar apps, emails that snooze and make their way back to me by 8 a.m. that morning. So at 8 a.m., having finished my morning habits, hobbies, everything that I like doing in the morning, I usually sit down and start to plan my day after having had a calm morning already. And I'm able to plan my day better. There is this famous concept of when you're when you're more hassled, you will tend to prioritize urgent things over important things. And I've realized that having a calm morning as well as a productivity stack that actually tells me everything that I need to plan for during the day helps me not only manage my day better, but it also helps me understand that if I plan my day well, I can approach every meeting well prepared. And that's actually one of the things that a mentor of mine had taught me long ago, which is if you can plan your schedule in a way that gives you enough time to show up well prepared for every meeting that you attend, it gives you exponential benefits over the course of time. And so I've realized that getting your productivity stack in order, being able to plan your day well, is almost like getting this entire engine to crank and getting all the parts to work with each other. And so it gives me that time to plan a good day and plan well. And I've realized that putting all of those pieces together results in me having a productive day that's useful both to me as well as to other people. So I would just wish everyone all the very best in planning your productivity journey, in planning and finding out what works for you, because what works for one person never works for another person. So it's important to find out what it is that makes you tick given your role, your company. And no system is perfect. Every day I try and find flaws in my system, and it works on some days, it doesn't work on some days, but I think it's important to keep seeking it out. And that's something that I try and do constantly. Voiro is a revenue management solution that helps monetization teams in ad run businesses track, manage, and grow their ad revenue. And we are used by some of India's largest OTT, e-commerce, and telecom players. We help teams manage monetization and focus on all things growth.